Did you know that the World Health Organization has ranked Estonia's air as some of the cleanest air in the world, along with countries like Finland and Iceland? Whether you're planning to visit or just curious about one of Europe's best hidden gems, here are 11 interesting facts about Estonia. People in Estonia are known for their brightness and enjoyment of life, all attributed to the country's safety, security, and favorable climate. Estonia is the only Baltic country with a deep-rooted and extensive island culture. The thought of thousands of islands may conjure up images of the Seychelles, Maldives, or similar palm-fringed archipelagos surrounded by sparkling ocean. In the case of Estonia, which may be anything but tropical, there are hundreds of islands too, over 2,000. But don't expect to see a familiar face on most of these. They remain largely unspoiled. In fact, they're almost entirely untouched by the advances of civilization. Here, travelers can catch a glimpse of a more traditional way of life. If you're in need of a place where nobody knows your name, you should head there. The most famous of these Baltic islands are Hiiumaa, Kihnu, and Saaremaa. Despite including around 2,300 islands, Estonia is a small country in northern Europe, bordered by Russia to the east and Latvia to the south. With over 2,000 islands, you might think Estonia is a huge country. Surprisingly, it's one of the least crowded places in Europe. This makes it perfect if you want a mix of nature and city vibes without the crowds. In the past 5 years, more people have been moving in, slowly growing the population. Estonia is quite spacious, covering 17,462 square miles. That's just a bit bigger than Wales, which is pretty cool. In 2020, there were 1.322 million people in Estonia. To put it in perspective, that's less than half the population of Wales. So you can imagine it's not too crowded, making Estonia one of the more open and peaceful spots in Europe. While Estonia has a great range of historical churches, only over a quarter of the population are affiliated with a particular religion. Of those who do follow a religion, Lutheranism and Eastern Orthodox remain the most prevalent faiths. So nearly only 16% of Estonians consider religion essential in their lives, but Estonia has an impressive collection of well-preserved religious sites. One standout is St. Madeleine's Church in Ruunu, the country's oldest wooden building. What makes it intriguing is that it's entirely crafted from the wood of shipwrecked boats. If you're exploring Tallinn, make sure to check out St. Olaf's Church. Back in its construction days, it held the title of the world's tallest building until the early 17th century. However, it has an interesting, albeit unfortunate, claim to fame. It's a favorite target for lightning strikes. The church has been struck by lightning a whopping 10 times, leading to significant fires in 1625, 1820, and 1931. Quite a history, don't you think? An estimated 7.3% of Estonia's population was killed during the Second World War, a higher percentage than most other European countries. Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia are the exceptions. Along with various Soviet republics, Belarus suffered the most, with 25.3% of its people perishing. A further 10% of Estonia's population were subsequently deported to Soviet labor camps. Estonia proudly announces 2 UNESCO World Heritage sites. The first is the historic old town of Tallinn, celebrated for its beautifully maintained medieval architecture. The second is the lesser-known Struve Geodetic Arc, a collaborative effort shared with Belarus, Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, Moldova, Russia, Sweden, and Ukraine. This unique arc is a series of survey triangulations extending from Hammerfest in Norway to the Black Sea. Interestingly, it helped in providing the first precise measurement of a meridian. Now you're in the know. Estonia presents a fascinating paradox with its geographical and human characteristics. Although the country has a predominantly flat landscape, its people stand out as some of the tallest in Europe. Egg Mountain, Estonia's highest point, reaches a modest 318 meters, 1,043 feet, above sea level. In contrast, the Estonian locals are quite tall, with women averaging 169 centimeters and men towering at 180 centimeters. Adding to the allure, Estonian women are reputed to be among the world's most beautiful. Some attribute this aesthetic appeal to a higher ratio of international supermodels per capita than in other parts of the world. Perhaps the clean air and picturesque landscapes gets the lead in shaping both the beauty and the tall stature of Estonia's residents. That's an honest, captivating blend of nature and human characteristics. What makes Estonia uncrowded is its distinction as the world's first e-government. Estonia was the first country in the world to adopt online voting way back in 2005. And Estonia has revolutionized everyday tasks by embracing a hassle-free and modern approach since then. From voting to signing documents and handling taxes online, the country has easy processes, reducing bureaucracy and enhancing transparency and efficiency in critical areas like healthcare and education. Residents enjoy the convenience of completing almost all essential tasks online, from tax payments and obtaining medical prescriptions to registering a business. This innovative system extends beyond its borders, offering e-residency to individuals worldwide. Famous figures including Angela Merkel and Barack Obama have become recipients of Estonian e-residency, highlighting the global recognition and appeal of Estonia's forward-thinking digital initiatives. It's no wonder Estonia is consistently touted as one of the most digitally advanced societies in Europe and the world as a whole. To add to the tech-savvy CV, the entire country is covered in Wi-Fi hotspots, even in the woods. Estonia may be small, but it's a powerhouse at the Olympics. When it comes to winning medals, they do exceptionally well, getting an impressive 25.5 medals per million residents, excluding the 2016 Games in Rio. That's a better score than most countries. Only 7 outdo them in this Olympic success. Plus, Estonia is in a unique club of 51 countries that attract more tourists each year than the total number of people who live there. Quite an achievement for this compact nation. Estonians are also skilled at the non-Olympic sport of wife carrying. Only heavyweights need to apply for this one. While this peculiar Estonian pastime may not have made it to the Olympics, they give it a gold medal for pure entertainment value. What's more, the rules are fairly simple. As the name suggests, husbands pick up their wives and race several hundred meters with their better and clearly wiser halves upside down on their backs, with her legs over his neck and shoulders. The track must have 2 dry obstacles and a 1-meter deep water obstacle. And the wife carried must indeed be your own or a neighbor's, and at least 17 years old. Before you ask, yes, this is a world championship. Though it originated in Finland, Estonian couples won the wife-carrying world championships for 11 consecutive years between 1998 and 2008. Estonians have a serious passion for swinging, and it's not even an average playground activity. In the 1990s, a guy named Ado Kosk created a unique sport called kiiking. Participants strap themselves onto massive steel swings that spin a whole 360 degrees. It's like extreme swinging for grown-ups. Surprisingly, despite its thrill factor, kiiking hasn't made it to the Olympics yet. Maybe one day we'll see these daring swings on the world stage. Estonia stands out when it comes to speaking more than one language. It has some of the highest rates of multilingual people in Europe. Many Estonians are not only fluent in their native language, Estonian, but also in Russian, Finnish, English, and German. Language diversity is a norm here, and it's common for Estonians to be proficient in at least 2 languages, typically Estonian and English. The Estonian language itself is unique, with its melodic sound and long vowels. Some visitors playfully joke that it sounds like Elvish, the language of elves. Despite its distinctiveness, Estonians are best at speaking multiple languages. Recent studies indicate that Estonians are among the best English speakers in Europe, especially among the younger generation. Millennials often fluently know 2 languages on average, with English being a common second language. The older generations, on the other hand, are often fluent in Finnish and Russian in addition to English and Estonian, so no matter what language you speak, communication is likely to be possible in Estonia. As you explore Estonia, think of a place with over 2,000 islands, tall people, and a knack for sports. But there's much more. Estonia loves its traditions and is super into the whole digital scene. The air is clean and the scenes are green. The people are friendly, the landscapes are breathtaking, and innovation is like the cool sidekick. So, Estonia is this awesome mix where old meets new. It won't be an average trip, it's a totally unique adventure waiting for you. With that said, thanks for watching and be sure to tune into our next exciting video.